Bar Stool Sports. Bar Titus. Brandon Walker. Mostly sports.
These people need a show, Brandon.
Yeah, they gotta have
They
one.
turn into us.
Yeah. That's sad.
It's kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mostly Sports, presented by Jägermeister. I'm Mark Titus. He's Brandon Walker. Today it is Tuesday. It is November, and it is the 18th. November the 18th be with you, Connor.
You're the man.
We are live from Chicago. We are brought to you by Jägermeister 56 Botanicals, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Wherever you're out, if you're hanging with friends at the bar, maybe you're doing all the sports stuff. Maybe you're doing the mostly sports stuff. Maybe you're doing what Brandon is doing this weekend, which is what, Brandon? Tell the people.
This weekend?
Yeah, this
Oh,
weekend. What are you getting
man.
into?
You can't imagine what I'm doing this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be crazy.
What is your lake situation like this time of year?
It's
Can't-
cold.
It's not frozen over, but
So
it's
I
not,
just took the boat out and the pier out. I had somebody take the pier out, but I did help take the boat out, which means last Thursday I had to get in the water and push the boat onto its ramp. Very cold,
Ooh.
but not frozen yet. Getting ready to freeze.
so you're kind of in no man's land with the lake. You can't really go out there
Yeah.
at all right now.
No, I can't. There's nothing. I can sit
Too
and
warm
look
to
at
ice
it.
skate, too cold to fish.
And then too cold at home.
Yeah.
Did you not want to do that? I thought
Yeah,
that's
we
where
could
we're
do
going.
that. We could
Okay.
do that. Call the shots. Cheers with Frosty 0 degree Fahrenheit shots of Jägermeister. And remember to check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Was it Dwight Yoakam that did Any Man of Mine? Was that his, or is this guy that sounds like Dwight Yoakam when he just comes in and he's like, "Any man, any man."
Oh, that? Oh,
Drink responsibly.
The backing
Jägermeister-
vocals?
Yeah. Is that Dwight Yoakam?
I don't think that was Dwight Yoakam, was it?
Yeah, listen to it. I don't think it is,
I
but it
can't,
sounds. The
but-
guy sounds exactly
TJ
like
will shoot me in the head if I
Jägermeister
listen to it right now.
35% alcohol by volume, imported by Mass. It just seems like a complete misuse of his talent.
Any man. Oh, and Tim McGraw's in the background of one of those Jody Messina songs.
Really?
Is it Bring On the Rain? What? He's in the background of a Jody Messina song. It's like, that's Tim McGraw, dude.
Imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S. White Plains, New York. You got to give him a verse.
What Tim McGraw? What song is it? Bring On the Rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Bring
that
On
is
the
it.
Rain.
I think
On the
he's
Rain.
in the background of that.
And he doesn't get a verse?
No, he just does
doesn't-
background. So what do you call Tim McGraw? Like, hey, come down to the studio for 3 hours while we work on this song.
I want you to do this song with me.
Yeah,
He's
you're
like- he's
way
like,
more
"Fuck yeah,
famous
yeah."
than me.
I'd love to collab. Yeah, I'll be down in a second.
Yeah.
And then he gets there and he's like, all right, we're going to turn your microphone down
Yeah,
a lot.
you're gonna back me up occasionally. Huh?
What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Shit, I don't know. Oh,
Shit.
yeah, I do know. There's a way to say this, and I don't really know what it is, but the Cowboys are like the exact opposite of the Eagles and a couple of other teams. Maybe the Broncos. Broncos and Eagles are both good.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys are not.
Mm-hmm.
I really like watching the Cowboys play football. They play entertaining football
Yeah.
because the ball's going to move.
The offense is good.
The ball's going to move.
The defense, you're not quite sure what you're going to get, so it's it's
Am I crazy to think they're not far off from being really good?
they're getting better
With
defensively.
Quinnen Williams
Yeah.
and Kenny Clark, like going into
Yeah.
next year, like if they get some like defensive back help,
Yeah.
they could be pretty damn good pretty fast. Anyway, I watched that last night. Dak's zinging it all around the field. The Cowboys defense can't do anything. At least that's entertaining slop.
Yeah.
And the Raiders. Oh boy, that's just Geno Smith.
Yeah. Who are you sadder about? Geno Smith, Pete Carroll. I guess it's just them because I feel like what you're about to say about Geno Smith, I felt about Pete Carroll when they interviewed him at halftime.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I can't even point to like anything he said or his anything he did. It was just like the sense of just this is sad. This man is too old. He's too accomplished. Won a Super Bowl, won a national championship.
Yeah.
He's a legend of the coaching game. Why is he doing this to himself?
So
Why is he doing this to me? Why do I have to watch this?
I think I feel the opposite about him that I feel about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is down there trying to grind, and he should be retired somewhere. Pete Carroll, I think, is retired in Vegas. Just happens to go to the facility whenever there's a game and a practice.
I will say he didn't seem particularly stressed.
He seemed fine.
He was like,
I feel like Pete Carroll probably golfs 36 holes a day, and and like at number 17 of his second 18, he's like fuck, I gotta be at the facility in about 20 minutes.
They were getting their asses kicked at halftime, and his commentary was basically, we got to clean some things up.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have to clean some things up. You gotta do a deep cleaning. You gotta fucking.
He's treating the head coaching job in the NFL like your uncle who retired treats being the starter at the local course. Where he's like, it's okay, fellas.
Yeah.
I don't really mind if you're 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Just play a little faster.
He's
ready
basically
golf.
like a Walmart greeter of an NFL coach.
So,
like, welcome in, folks. Just do whatever you want.
So we don't have to feel bad for him.
I don't feel bad for him.
All right.
I don't feel bad for him at all. I feel bad for the Raiders that hey, what are we gonna do to turn this thing around? I know what we can do. Geno Smith and Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
All right. That'll do it. I feel bad for Ashton Genty.
I didn't think the Raiders were going to be Super Bowl good, but the AFC West was interesting because you had 4 coaches that had all like one or all accomplished, very accomplished, and it was like, this is going to be interesting to watch all 4 of these coaches.
I don't know that I've ever thought about that, but yeah, they really do have 4 very accomplished coaches, don't they?
Yeah.
They got a national champion in Jim Harbaugh, got Pete Carroll, national champion and Super Bowl champion, got a Super Bowl champion in Sean Payton, and then Andy Reid, one of the best coaches.
4 titans of coaching
Yeah.
going up against each other. How is this all going to shake out in this division? And
So
Pete Carroll said, I'm going to step aside and let you boys. I'll step back, let you boys figure
it's
it
that
out.
dragon meme, right?
Yeah.
With the 3-headed dragon where
Yeah.
it's
It is the unction out there. Mm-hmm. It's the 2 oldest coaches in the NFL, and then you have
a college guy.
Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton are 6th and 7th.
Of old?
Or 5th and 6th and old. Sorry, yeah.
So they have 4
and
of the 6 oldest coaches in the NFL?
Pete Carroll's the oldest at 74. Andy Reid is the second oldest at 67. John Harbaugh is 63.
Pete Carroll is lapping the field, by the way.
So you
Todd Bowles is 61. Jim Harbaugh 61. Sean Payton 61.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
we were going to guess.
Sorry.
That was going to be 7 minutes of the show.
Hold on. Can I see a picture? Can I see a picture of Todd Bowles right now? Bowles. Todd Bowles.
Looks very
61?
good. 61.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. I don't know. It still looks like a 54-year-old man. That's 61.
That looks 61, yeah.
Pete Carroll is twice as old as the youngest NFL coach, Kellen Moore, who's 37.
Damn.
Wow.
How old is Pete Carroll?
74.
74.
He's lapping the field. 7 years older than the second oldest coach.
Is McVay 40 yet? We're
Also,
still waiting on that.
if you put up Pete Carroll's picture and Andy Reid's picture, and you said 174, 167, you're guessing the other way,
Yeah,
right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll. You think it's sad what's happening. I think he's on the NFL's retirement program, but like he seemed like a retired rich guy since he was 55.
Yeah.
He just has that
He's got the vibe.
that wavy Southern California kind of thing going on.
Smacking his gum and like, I just picture him like kind of doing a soft jog through practice, slapping a guy on the ass.
Yeah.
He catches the ball, he kind of flips it to him and like that's Pete Carroll to me.
That's a spot-on impression.
Right?
That was really good.
He's got a little bit of Bugs Bunny in there.
He's kind of bouncing his shoulders.
He does. He is a bouncy guy.
Slapping and slapping. Hey, boy.
Yeah. Just saying, here we go.
Here we go.
Now and then. Here we go.
On the hop.
Yeah. I can't picture him like really that mad.
How much of coaching is just bouncing every now and then, saying, "Here we go, here we go."
Playing slap ass. Did you slap ass if you were a coach?
Oh, I'm a big ass slapper.
Or you a helmet slapper?
I think I'm slapping everything. I think I'm a helmet slapper. I'm an ass slapper.
Everything.
Hey,
I'm slapping.
You bumping dick? Slapping dick?
I'm slapping everything.
I'm getting in there.
Depends on when you come by me, where I'm positioned. But if the helmet's the closest thing, I'll slap that. I'll slap the ass.
No, it's a day on like it's a day kind of like today. It's a little rainy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday's not exactly a high energy day for a lot of football teams. You got a big one on Saturday though. We need energy all week.
Yeah.
You're the head coach. How you getting the boys fired up?
First of all, I have the whistle in my hand, so it's not around my neck; it's in my hand. And then every now and then I just go, "Here we go," and I bring it in now, and I do that, and then after I slap some ass, slap some helmets. I think they slap the first guys that come by you on the helmet, and the last guys on the ass.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, you wouldn't be like a clapper, and as they walk by, like slap.
Right. Here we go, guys. On the hop. Here we go. No, you don't clap like that. Why would you clap like that as a coach?
Coaches,
You're up
coaches
here.
are low
You're up
high.
here.
They're low
Clap.
high.
Clap high.
I'm only doing that because the microphone
Why
is
would
in
you
front of me.
clap high?
I just
like
wanted to
this.
join in on the clapping. That's all.
Connor, come on, dude. You clapping up here?
Oh, what
Going above the shoulders as a football
Are
coach
you
clap?
serious?
Hooray!
Are you
The-
fucking
So
serious?
the microphone was
That's like-
in my face. I was trying to go above the microphone. If I went down here, you wouldn't be able to see it. Then I
Well,
look
move
like
the
a
mic
seal.
then.
Then I look like a seal. I just want to clap and slap. That's all.
This is what is this clap? This is like
This
this is
class.
like
Class, pay attention.
I would give a standing ovation, but I'm too lazy. Like I just saw like a play that was pretty good.
Or the preacher's
like
up
a
there preaching.
Preacher, yeah. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
But then you got a point. You got a point. If you're
Yeah.
clap the high, you got a point. You got.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You're
Or
right.
Maybe if you're in a wheelchair.
yeah.
That's pretty much the only.
What is it? The
Yes?
just picture it like if I'm doing this for a preacher, I'm also shaking my head no, and I feel like the more violently you shake your head no, the more you agree with something.
Why were you shaking your head no?
I don't know. It's just
Aren't you shaking your head yes?
you shake your head yes. I feel like
Yeah, I'm not shaking my head no.
come on now.
You're also saying come on now?
Talk to him.
Talk to him now. You know, I don't know. These are things we talk about when Ebo steps all over what could have been a 10-minute trivia.
Yeah.
Could have been. I mean, we'd
was-
still be trying to figure it out.
There that went.
Do you want to? All right.
That was going to be our
Let's
entire
flip
A
it on
block,
its head.
dude.
The youngest coaches in the NFL. I'll give you
Okay.
the youngest.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to go Kellen Moore.
He's the youngest.
I'll go Todd Bowles.
Try to guess the 5 youngest.
5 youngest. Okay, all right. Well, first of all, that requires knowing them. D'Amico Ryan
Yeah.
still isn't old, right?
He's older than you
Handsome as fuck.
Is he?
because he's a black man, so he's like.
I know, but
when you see him, you think he's younger than he
I
actually is.
think
He's probably.
I'm going to still guess D'Amico Ryan's.
He's outside the top 5. He is 41.
Oh, he is.
That's
still
not
young.
that far,
Oh.
though.
I thought he was a candidate to be like 50 to me, and then
All right, so McVay,
That
just you
handsome.
said is under 40. Is he still in the top 5?
Yeah, he's 5th. Or sorry, he's 4th. He's the 4th youngest.
Okay.
what about
Aaron Glenn's old.
KOC?
He's 6th.
You dumb fuck.
You fucking
Good
idiot.
Lord.
Dumbass.
Oh my God. All right. First of all, I gotta think of all the. Jacksonville looks young, and Carolina looks young.
Carolina.
We
should be able to say
what's his name?
teams.
Cavalis.
Canales.
Canales. Thank you.
Canales is young. That's
He's
a young.
not.
Okay. What about
Oh.
Cohen?
There's a lot of dudes under 45.
What about Lim Cohen?
He's 40. Liam Cohen is 5th. He is 39.
Ah.
Okay. All right. Count that one.
About,
You have.
he
Yeah,
looks
you
older.
have 3. You have 2 more to go.
He looks older than 39.
Who's the Titans coach?
Mike Vrabel.
You got fired.
No, he's New England.
Yeah, he's also the Titans coach.
He's still the Titans coach.
Titans. Do they even have a coach?
I don't think they have a coach.
He had one of the worst resumes, I think, in the history of football. He went 4-19.
Is the Titans coach
The
in
Hugh
the?
Jackson shit.
Is the Titans coach on the list?
No, he's not on the list.
LaFleur.
No, he's not on this list.
Stefanski. Is he young?
No.
Nope.
Can't be.
I mean, he is, but like he's not as young as these
Just
guys.
thinking of like coaches that are. Like,
Okay.
I'm doing fuckable coaches.
Yeah. I don't think Tomlin's young. Sirianni is ugly.
Sirianni could be young.
He could be sneaky young.
He could be sneaky young, but he looks old because he's
He just
he's
has
just a
that
dirtbag.
bulldog looking
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
he's got
He's got
he's got that hard living.
not a
Look.
great. He's not a great face. How old
This
is
is hard because half the league is 46 or younger.
How old is
Half the league is
Half the
46.
league's coaches are 46.
So like the guy who's like 11th on this list is still a young football
Yeah.
coach.
Cowboys is Schottenheimer.
Schottenheimer.
No, I don't think he's. Maybe. Who's Schottenheimer? How old is
No.
Schottenheimer?
It's a bad
I'll
question.
give you
Cardinals
Bad
head
question.
Coach. Cardinals coach.
Bad question. I like the other one better.
one is like 7 years older than Mark, and the other is
He's like
recent
30?
hire.
So one's 32.
Yeah.
One's
One is a recent hire from this offseason.
Okay, so I'm thinking Chargers. I'm thinking Rams. We already got those. So I got to go up west. Seattle is.
I think this is illuminating that I just don't know who coaches these football teams.
Right. Who is Seattle?
It'd be Mike McDonald, who is the second youngest.
Mike McDonald.
He
good
is
answer.
37. And
Good
there's
answer.
one more who is 39.
Okay.
Born May 11th, 1986.
Broncos is Sean Payton. Then we moved down. We got Arizona, who I already ask who Arizona was?
And I think people will classify this guy as a hot coach.
Hot coach.
Hot coach.
All right, Minnesota.
He's in that branded.
Oh, Ben Johnson, young.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Did we stretch that out long enough, Mark?
That was good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is crazy that half the league has coaches 46 or younger. Is that not what weird to think about?
The game has
It
changed.
did a little bit, yeah.
So I would then have to think like to my youth and the football coaches, because in my mind when I was young, all the NFL coaches were old.
Yeah.
But in reality, they were probably 38-year-old
Were they all
coaches then.
45
Yeah,
then?
they were all probably 38 to
Seen.
45 then. Like Art Shell was probably 39. I thought he was 58.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Have the ages changed or just my age has changed?
Art Shell, what year would you think he was what?
So I would say in 1990 he was the Raiders coach, right? So in 1990 I would have thought he was 55. Instead he might have been 39. What year was he born?
1946.
So that means he was 44.
So you're off by 10.
That's
So
but he was
44,
in,
the same sort
he's
of
in
thing.
the
They're all
window.
yeah, they're all in the window.
They're all. I think the window's probably been the
Yeah.
same the whole time.
But you were young, and also the 45-year-olds back then looked 70.
Yes, and
then-
I think the coaches I remember are the ones that lasted a long time, and I
So then
remember
they
the older
were
versions
old.
of
Yeah,
them,
they were old.
like
yeah.
Joe Gibbs.
But back in the day, young coaches, especially college, like you look up like the legendary college coaches, they were they were 23 years old, coaching
Yeah,
coaching Alabama, but they were also coaching the baseball team.
they
in the
moved
back.
from being the scout team leader on playing to being the head coach.
Yeah, they were the head coach.
They also did
20.
women's swimming in the
That's
offseason.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh.
I might be warped because when I was a kid growing up in D.C., Joe Gibbs was the coach, and he might as well have been 105 years old.
How old was he
Second
when
stint.
we named a lot of stuff after the coaches of these teams about the 20s and 30s. They were just the only qualified guys.
Yeah.
They were just the only guys willing to do it. They were the only guys that knew like the recipe for the Gatorade.
Also, were they like deadbeats? Were they like like if you went to your parents after you graduated college,
So
and
I'm going to coach the boys.
in 1936, and you're like, I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do for a living is coach the boys.
Yeah.
They're probably like, no,
That's not
what
going
a
to
fucking
happen.
job.
Yeah, you're gonna
Right?
You're gonna work at the bank.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a farmer. You gotta learn a trade, son.
Right. Right.
Joe Gibbs was 64 years old when he took over Washington for the second time.
They're gonna pay me $7 a week to coach the boys.
Do we talk enough about Joe Gibbs' life?
Interesting life, fascinating life.
Like-
it's still going, right?
Joe Gibbs,
Alive.
He's still alive, but he's still adding to the interestingness.
Joe Gibbs, three-time Super Bowl champ or two-time?
Three-time Super Bowl champ.
Three-time Super Bowl champ. Three-time Super Bowl champ. That
Yeah.
is like rarefied air.
Yep.
Also, in his off time, hobby, just owns a NASCAR team, a good one,
A
and
damn good one. He's won the cup
right.
how many times?
Yeah, Joe Gibbs Racing just is the thing in NASCAR. Like he dominated two sports.
It's hard to do, yeah.
Could you
two
say he
completely
dominated?
different sports, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one's in cars,
Right.
and the other's
He's had 4 drivers win Cup Series championships.
that's
Or
Or sorry, he has 4 drivers currently on Cup Series. Let me see how many he's won.
how many cups he got?
it's a fascinating life.
Hold on.
He gets to the end of his NFL career. And what do I do now? I guess I'll just own a
Yeah.
NASCAR team.
Yeah.
I
He has 10
I don't see Todd Bowles doing that.
He has 10 driver championships across NASCAR Cup Series and NASCAR Xfinity. So 5 total in the highest level.
They don't
Cup
do
So he has
Yeah.
8 championships.
they don't do like Formula 1 team championships, right? So that's you just have to
Oh, I
go
don't
off
think
the
they do.
driver.
Like
Yeah, you have to go off the driver.
Team Penske.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's just individual championships, I believe.
But he can count those as his own because he
Yeah. 2019, 2015, 2005,
Let's just think about
2002,
this. So I think
2000.
you should get into motorsports ownership because Team Titus would be an
Team
awesome,
Titus.
awesome
Holy
name.
shit, dude.
Team Titus?
Titus
Fucking
Racing.
Titus Racing?
Oh my god.
You got the name to do all this
I would
stuff.
love to do that, dude.
Oh, he also has
love that.
an ARCA Menards championship.
Nobody knows what that is.
Titus Motorsports.
Titus Motorsports. Holy shit.
He's won 493. His drivers won 493 races across all levels, 227 at the Cup Series. So he's 227 wins as a NASCAR coach. Will we count that as a NASCAR coach? and 150
I think he's
more.
an owner.
I think he's an owner.
He's
yeah.
an owner.
Okay.
He hires the coaches, right?
Yeah.
David Letterman won an Indy 500.
What?
He won 2 of them.
Did he?
Yeah, he owns a team.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he won 2 of them.
What a guy.
I would if I owned the team and won the Indy 500, that'd be right up there with winning the Yak Gauntlet for me, like career accomplishment.
Is Letterman your guy?
Letterman's my guy. Yeah,
Letterman.
fucking love.
You're a
Letterman.
Conan guy too, though, right?
I like Conan a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
but Letterman.
Very similar.
Letterman's
You got the crew neck.
the guy. The guy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe they named the jacket after him. That was crazy.
Letterman's kind of everybody's. Like,
Ebo.
What a legacy.
Bo.
What a legacy.
Bo.
should we get Letterman jackets for most?
But just have his face on it.
That would rock.
He does. Dave does wear Letterman jackets. He wears like they sell
I mean,
David Letterman jackets.
you moved
We
away
should make-
quickly, but yes.
Should we sell mostly sports?
With an M
Varsity
right here.
jacket.
Yes. Yeah.
What would the color scheme look like? They'd be like red with white sleeves or red with white sleeves and blue piping?
Well, if are we doing an M or an MS?
Yeah.
Dude, maybe an MS. Yeah, an MS would work.
Mississippi State?
Yeah.
Is it too? Is it
Just
too Yeah.
I think maybe just an M.
Yeah. Or we could do like
I'm thinking.
Blue sleeves or white sleeves?
I think red jacket, white sleeves, blue piping.
red jacket.
You need some
White
cream on there
sleeves.
somewhere.
Where
You need some like
Quote
tannish.
card that.
Why do we need cream on
You
it?
need some tannish.
Straight cream.
Why do we need cream?
You need some cream.
That's the old school feel. That's the old school look.
Well, maybe the white can be creamy white.
I think you
Yeah,
wanted to look
off-white.
like the.
You need some cream on there somewhere.
Need some
Yeah.
cream.
Or do y'all want to go? We could go blue jackets and
I think
Columbus?
it's either blue sleeves or white sleeves.
I think it's red jacket, blue sleeves is too much.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's red jacket, white sleeves.
What about pull up Arizona Wildcats
I like that.
Letterman jackets? Yeah.
By the way,
Like what about this color scheme?
We
There's
did just-
blue, I think.
we did
white
just
sleeves.
settle on this color when they gave us the logo. We could have changed. We could probably.
Well, we have our City Connect, Brandon. Have you seen our City
Yeah.
Connect? Were you
Yeah.
here for
What
City
about
Connect
go
Day?
up to the top? Go up to the right to the.
See, I don't like that.
That's not
the navy one you're saying?
No, to the middle.
That one,
The white
the blue one with the white sleeves.
top middle.
Top,
Yeah,
right
that
there.
one. I think
But imagine
that's
that's red instead of blue.
I think that's their actual varsity jacket.
And the M is
Yeah.
I think it looks like that.
Okay.
But it's red.
But what's red? The blue is red.
Also,
Do
it could. By the way, it could just be the blue. Could be blue. We have blue in it.
Yeah.
The blue could be blue.
Also, do we just give people patches for every sport? Should you just be like you're a varsity football? Like that was a thing, right? Where you got like different patches based off whatever.
No, you get a patch based on
Varsity letter.
seeing Shaggy DA, seeing the full movie, seeing Mr. Ed.
If you should we hold on?
I think we put Mr. Ed's Hollywood
Mr.
star on the jacket.
Yeah.
We sell varsity jackets, then every year at Christmas we sell a new patch. Or
See, now we're getting rich. Now we're getting rich, boys.
We're
Now we're
or
rolling.
put all the pins on there.
Now we're rolling in the dough.
I like the idea of not selling them. You have to earn them by being on the show. Like, how many appearances do you have to have on the show to get them?
5.
Like it's just 5 appearances. Get you
5-timer?
varsity.
Yeah, 5 times.
I like that.
It's your varsity letter.
Like SNL.
Yeah.
Who we like PFT would get a varsity letter
Yeah,
right now. I think
yeah.
Nick would get a varsity letter.
Yeah.
Blubman.
Do we get captain's jacket?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fred Smoot's closing
Oh,
in
yeah.
on a captain's jacket.
We need for as far as patches go. We need who needs to design it. We need a better name for her. Kate the lesbian.
I'm sorry. What?
Lesbian Kate.
Let Les do
Let's
sports.
do sports. Yeah, we need a better name for her. I need to be able to reference her without having to say Kate the lesbian Kate. What's? We need a better.
Is that how she's branded herself? though?
That is her.
Yeah, that's her brand. I don't. But I'd
It's not
like
offensive what you said.
No,
but yeah.
I'd like to be able to.
For the people that don't know, can we have some sort of?
Oh, there's an account called
Yeah.
at Les Do Sports, and it's run by Kate, and Kate does all these great logos for us.
She's a Yak fan. She's a Mosley
Yeah,
fan.
she's a Barstool fan. She does all these. But like that's what her brand is on Twitter. So I just
Connor, what's her at?
it's Les Do Sports.
Yeah.
LEZ Do Sports.
If not that, then Kate Les Do Sports.
It's not that.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did I make?
Yeah.
I make it all up?
No, no.
This is a dream you had last
Yeah.
night.
Kate, let's do
Yeah,
Kate, let's do
Kate,
sports.
let's do
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah. Look at that. They did. She did PMT.
Mhm.
She does all of them.
that's a great drawing.
All right.
And the
Yeah, we
Legos.
get her.
Oh, I forgot. She did the Legos too. She does all this stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, she could do the patches.
Um,
We could have lesbian patches.
I want to talk about college football coaches. There's two stories that need to be talked about. There is James Franklin is going to be the coach is going to be
Yes,
is
he is the
officially
coach.
official
He is the coach.
of Virginia Tech,
Yeah.
but he's not the coach right now. That's weird.
No, he will be.
Yeah,
Yeah, he will.
well that's weird.
Yeah.
It's
It
a little
is-
it's a little weird, right?
He is going to be in that spot where, like, their last two games, he's just going to be in, like, the press spot, or he's going to
Yeah.
be up in a booth, a suite.
I'm not saying it's unprecedented. This
Yeah.
happens from time to time, but
Yeah.
it is like a bizarre thing that the season's going on, and the guy you hired is like, yeah. Anyway, James Franklin is going to Virginia Tech, and Ole Miss has given Lane Kiffin an ultimatum that may or may not have no power to it whatsoever.
I'll talk
I'm
about
confused about that one.
Ole Miss and Kiffin first.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is where I can use my expertise in this subject. The art of smelling Ole Miss bullshit to great use. And I have no information from the Kiffin camp, the Ole Miss camp, any agents. I have no information whatsoever. But I smell a setup. This is a rat. This is a setup. This is Ole Miss trying to win the press conference. He ain't going nowhere. He's not going to LSU. He's not going to Florida. Yesterday, over the last couple of days, it came out that his family traveled to Gainesville. They traveled to Baton Rouge. They are just putting on a front to make it look like he is going to be a triumphant return to Ole Miss. They're going to announce it either the week of the Egg Bowl or later this week. No, he is not going to LSU. He is not going to Florida. I will guarantee that. As my Brandon Walker has been around the block in Mississippi, I know when they're trying to make a big show. They planted the LSU rumors yesterday to make it look like he chose them over LSU, and it is bullshit. It is all bullshit. He is playing the game. Lane Kiffin is not leaving Ole Miss.
Elko and Rule both are two guys that come to mind that signed extensions that were rumored to maybe be in the mix for Penn State.
Yes.
Their announcement that they have signed extensions was just sort of like a slow trickle of a leak.
Right.
And you're saying Ole Miss doesn't want to do that with Lane's extension or Lane sticking around.
They want to make a
They
splash.
want to set the stage
Yes.
that on this day, Lane Kiffin
He
is.
just couldn't leave
We're
us.
all going to stare at the door and wonder if Lane Kiffin's going to walk out.
Yeah. He just couldn't leave us. He did think about it. He would be a fool not to think about it. Those are great programs, but ultimately what he is building here, we're so special. He is staying here, and we ride into the future together. And that is what they are doing. I am not buying it. They are just teasing everybody. And I almost got fooled. Yesterday, I started hearing the LSU rumors, and I got giddy. I was like, oh, boy, let's get him out of there. And then my brain just started thinking, wait a minute, wait a second, hold up.
Wait a minute.
This is what they want you to do, and I'm not doing it. I'm not playing their game. As far as James Franklin, phenomenal hire for Virginia Tech. Fantastic hire. There's this narrative going around that I was wrong about James Franklin going to Virginia Tech, and I'll tell you why, because I was wrong about James Franklin going to Virginia Tech. And I thought I had heard through some channels that James Franklin wanted to wait out and see if Florida State, Auburn.
Yeah.
He was looking around, and ultimately he would probably end up at Virginia Tech. I didn't add the probably. I was just like, I think he's going to Florida State, and that's fine. I was wrong in this instance. Look like an idiot, but who doesn't look like an idiot is Virginia Tech. Phenomenal hire. I think it's great for them. I think he's still got a lot of gas in the tank, and I frankly think, I frankly think Penn State could end up looking like assholes over the next couple of years because his biggest sin coming into this year. His biggest sin was he was going 10-2 or 11-1 every year and couldn't beat Ohio State or Michigan on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of teams in that situation weren't going to be able to do that because of what Ohio State and Michigan have been in recent years. This year, it fell apart, and as soon as it fell apart, they didn't allow him to put Humpty Dumpty back together. They just said, get out of here. We're tired of you. You're terrible. It's fine. Penn State wants to make that decision, but the more we go along, the likelihood of Penn State hiring a guy as good as James Franklin diminishes more and more every single day. And Virginia Tech is the beneficiary of Penn State not knowing how good they had it. That is my take.
Excluding coaches that looked the other way for heinous crimes that were committed for well over a
Excluding
decade.
That.
Excluding that, James Franklin's the greatest coach in Penn State history.
I would agree, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's certainly the greatest coach in Penn State history without horrific moral violations on his record.
Exactly right. Yeah. And they said, get out.
Yeah, can't do it.
Get out of here.
Can't do it.
Smart by him, by the way, to go to Virginia Tech, because I think I think coaches like the idea that he's waiting for Florida State or Auburn. Yeah, you probably have a better. You do have a better chance of winning a national championship at Auburn or Florida State.
Yeah,
but if you're James Franklin, why not go to the place where 8-4, 9-3 is good enough?
Yeah,
and you could be there forever, and you can relax a little bit. I don't know.
I do have one.
Sometimes ambition is not good.
I do have one.
Sometimes you got to find the right level of it.
One thing about Virginia Tech, we're now on multiple guys who haven't worked at all there. We're on multiple guys after Beamer where it's one guy comes in, doesn't work, next guy comes in, doesn't work. Like, if you look at the history of a program where a program has one coach in its history that has been able to make it work,
right?
That does raise some red flags. But the ACC is wide open. Virginia Tech has buy-in from the fan base. They've got an SEC-like fan base as far as the crazedness of them. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, I think it's a great hire for Virginia Tech.
Did you see the Warren Sharp tweet about the quarterback situation?
No.
He tweeted, take a look at the list of quarterbacks who have been at Virginia Tech over the last – or since Michael Vick, and tell me James Franklin isn't an upgrade, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
So James Franklin's not playing quarterback to my knowledge.
Correct. I don't believe he is playing quarterback. But, yeah, he tweeted – also, Virginia Tech has had good college quarterbacks in that span. I mean, Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor were great dual threats. Gerard Evans was very good for a year. It's not like they have had bad college quarterback. They've also
take a
been
look
in bowl
at
games.
this list of starting quarterbacks for Virginia Tech since Mike Vick and tell me James Franklin isn't a massive upgrade.
Also, James Franklin
Again, he
isn't a quarterback guy.
Doesn't play quarterback.
Yeah,
He's also never recruited quarterback.
Penn State's quarterbacks are dog shit.
Oh, that's what you just said was stupid. Drew Aller was a big-time recruit.
Okay, and
But he's
Drew Aller was a big-time recruit.
Wound up completely screwing him over. And
no, but
before
you
that,
said
it was Sean Clifford.
No,
and
the
Tracy
sentence you
McSorley.
said was he never recruited quarterback well.
Considering who he goes up against, yeah, no, he's not a quarterback guy.
Drew Aller's dog shit. So
well, in large part due to the system that Franklin could not create around him.
He's gotten Hackenberg was before him, right?
Hackenberg was a Bill
He
O'Brien.
didn't recruit. Yeah.
Tracy
But he's gotten
Technically, Will Levis we got.
He's gotten 4 and 5-star quarterback recruits. It's not like he's struggled in the recruiting.
But
none of them are good. That's the point.
yeah, if you're expecting,
I think Drew Aller should have been good.
He should have been great, yeah.
He's right. They
Yeah.
kept trying to do him in the wrong offense.
You still believe.
I think Drew Aller could be a great pro. But yeah, to that tweet, that's a ridiculous thing to say based on the fact that James Franklin, yes, is not playing quarterback, and he also really hasn't been.
Let me see that list of
to
quarterbacks.
develop quarterbacks.
Let me see that phone wallpaper, by the way. Still get.
Is he still on there? Oh, my God.
You haven't changed it?
At least till the end of the season.
The season's been over, Connor.
Grunkmeyer, bro.
Yeah, I could change it to Grunky.
Get Grunky with it.
I could change it to Grunky.
Malasek sat on the couch for 5 minutes and just destroyed Connor and left.
Clock.
Oh, I wonder how Jake's taking the James Franklin news. He hates
Probably
Virginia
huge.
Tech.
Yeah, that's probably huge.
Yeah,
Well,
he is.
yeah, if he's going to be good there, that's probably not as good. But you know, for the 1% of his brain that thought Gruden might take the Virginia Tech job,
Yeah.
which we can now say was never going to happen.
Yeah. Well, Chris Long was
Sucked.
on his podcast, and they did a live reaction to when the James Franklin news broke, and they were pissed, and they were like, "Oh, well, we got to win it this year.
Yeah,
Like the Virginia has to win it this year,
Yeah.
or else."
It would be perfectly Virginia football to go into Thanksgiving week and lose to Virginia Tech with one of your best teams ever. They never win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not a competitive rivalry at all.
No. Also, did you guys think that Franklin was seriously potentially going to go to the SEC? Was that ever?
Auburn could do much worse than hiring James Franklin.
I just I always
He
thought.
got his. I mean, he won at Vanderbilt.
But recently the struggles have become going up against the big dogs, and there are way more big dogs in the SEC, whereas the ACC is very down right now. And as Mark pointed out,
Are we
not a whole lot of
sure-
pressure.
yeah.
Are-
I think that's a genius move.
Yeah,
Are-
I think it's a great fit.
Are we
both ways.
sure that that's not is that a James Franklin problem, or is that Penn State not being nearly the program that everybody wants them to be problem?
Well,
Like Ohio State and Michigan are on a level that Penn State just hasn't been historically. So why magically do they become that?
Yeah.
Well, you can disagree all you want. It's just a fact.
Great
what
question.
is your expectation of what Penn State fans Or I guess what do you think Penn State fans should expect or want?
I think
Basically what they've
last
been.
season was a
Yeah.
phenomenal. If you can get that as often as y'all got it, I think you could and should be happy with that. He ended up one game. He was in a 24-24 tie in the national semifinal in the fourth quarter after an 11-1 season, and you guys hated him for it.
And you would have beat Ohio State in the championship.
Didn't stop saying.
You would have.
Didn't hate him for it at the time, but there was something to the fact that we lost to every single big opponent that we played,
Right.
just like we have.
What if the next guy can't get you into big games?
Well,
Like James Franklin couldn't win big games. Is there
you'd rather roll the dice and stop getting
at this
clowned
point,
and
Connor?
criticized.
At this point, Connor, let's be realistic. Who's your pie in the sky coach for Penn State that could actually happen? Because Urban Meyer ain't happening.
I have thoughts about Urban Meyer too, by the way.
Okay, who could happen?
I mean, the pie in the sky dream scenario, as I talked to Ebo about yesterday, is Kalen DeBoer. But I will see exactly how the rest of Alabama season shakes out.
You
There, dude.
You fired.
love him.
Hold
I love
on,
him.
time
I
out.
love him.
You
I love
fired
him.
James Franklin. You fired James Franklin because he could never win the big game, and you want to hire a guy who goes to Alabama's talent and can't win big games?
Isn't he not undefeated against Sark and against Lanning and against he's won all the time against these top teams. Yes, he struggled in these games recently.
He lost 3 games. He lost 4 games last year, including one to Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
He's got 2 losses now. Might end up with 3. He's got Alabama talent.
Correct, but Alabama, towards the tail end of Nick Saban, they already started to experience these problems ever since the NIL and transfer portal caught up to the rest of the SEC.
Oklahoma's Brent Venables has walked the dog on his ass twice.
Correct.
You think that's realistic to get DeBoer?
No.
You think
Well,
Penn
wait
State
and
calls
see.
Kalen DeBoer and he's like, "Fuck yeah, I would love to leave Bama for."
I think Elko was a realistic possibility, and A&M realized that and had to jump on that.
I mean, Brandon, you've said repeatedly that Kalen DeBoer is not a right fit at Alabama. And culturally, it's just not a good gel. And I think maybe if you were to be interested in leaving there, if they wanted to run him out of town, I would take him. That's a dream scenario.
But
I'm not saying it's likely.
I think if you're a guy at Alabama, you wait till they do run you out of town. Even if it's not a good fit,
if the pressure, I gotta. If the pressure is to be Nick Saban, when Nick Saban had such a great advantage before NIL and transfer portal and all that type of stuff, and now it's really difficult to live up to that standard. He might want to go somewhere.
I don't think dudes,
kind of similar to how Franklin.
I don't think dudes at the mountaintop though voluntarily step away from the mountaintop. You're right. It could be pressure, but then I don't think you're at Bama and you're like, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm going to leave Bama.
I don't know.
Me.
And to the Franklin thing, yes, he was fired, but that was a very mutual thing. He was so checked out. He wanted out of there too, and he goes to a place where there's not a pressure. It's not a perfect apples-to-apples comparison.
Yeah, because James Franklin was fired. That's what I'm saying. If Kalen DeBoer gets fired,
no.
Yeah, I could see him going to Penn State. Sure.
But Franklin was done. He did not want to be the head coach at Penn State anymore.
That's fine.
But you think he was going to step down if he wasn't fired?
Well, they didn't give him his contract extension that he wanted. He absolutely would have been open to looking at other jobs.
Okay.
He asked for a contract extension. They told him no.
I do think he wanted the Florida State job.
I thought so too. I thought he would maybe stay open for that.
Yeah. Let me tell you about DraftKings. Every week in the NBA, stars rise, legends are made, and one player rules them all. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is bringing back King of the Court. Now it's every Tuesday of the season. Here's how it works. DraftKings is putting up $1 million in bonus bets each week. Opt in, apply your token, place a $5 pregame bet on the NBA star you think will dominate each Tuesday. If your pick finishes the night leading the league in points, rebounds, and assists, they're crowned King of the Court, and you win your share of $1 million in bonus bets. And this season, there's a new way to track the action, the King of the Court leaderboard inside the app. Before tip-off, see the top 10 stars in points, rebounds, and assists. While games are live, watch your pick climb the ranks. And when it's over, find out exactly where your star stacked up and if you've been crowned a winner. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FAMILY. That's code FAMILY to win a share of $1 million in bonus bets if your player is King of the Court. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
I got a few basketball things for you. I got some NBA things for you.
All right.
Number one, Wemby hurt out.
Yeah.
Wemby out. sad, but not fully unexpected, I guess.
No, but I get
think
filled with fear every time a guy as tall as Wemby and as unicorn like as Wemby gets hurt at all. I'm like, oh no, is this the start?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was the fear all along, and
Yeah.
now it seems like this might be a common thing with him.
What's the injury?
Calf strain. What happened? What happened with calf strains and Achilles?
They're having a moment.
They're having a
yeah.
What is going on
Calf
with calf
strains.
strains?
Calf strain Achilles combo.
Also, when did calf strains become the front door to Achilles injuries? Too? The calf.
I've watched a lot of ball in my life, Brandon. This feels like a recent phenomenon.
The calves of
Achilles.
America did get together a couple of years ago, had a convention and say, listen, guys, the ACL is getting all this glory. The UCL in baseball, all these body parts, we got to do something.
Is it fair to panic that this is going to be just the Victor Wembanyama experience? Is that he's going to play a few games, he's going to look like a freak, he's doing things that your brain can't even fathom a guy doing on a basketball court, but then he's going to get hurt and he's going to deal with medical issues. Last year was what, like his blood? His blood? Blood?
Why did any,
right?
Why did any of you do that?
We watched that on this show.
We watched it on the show.
Blood.
There's just so many pictures of Wemby, like this picture the underdog put out. Like, look at his ankle. Of course he's gonna get hurt. His shoes don't.
His
fit.
shoes don't fit.
Don't his
body
ankles turn like
doesn't
that every
make
other play,
sense.
right?
Yeah, like that. Why is this a problem?
He needs to be wearing like the Back to the Future shoes. Like he needs the biggest ankle support in the history of basketball.
Cam
I don't think he's strong enough to carry him around.
Yeah.
What are those called? The Ultra Mags?
Air Mags.
Didn't they?
He should put those on.
Didn't they make those and they were like $10,000 a piece?
Yeah, he
He could afford it.
Yeah, he needs to put those
He
on.
should wear those.
He really should.
He should wear those.
Those.
Those feel like shoes he should wear.
Brandon, you got a pair of those?
I have looked. I've looked before, and I would buy them, but they are quite expensive.
Those dropped in like 2014, and that feels like something they would re-release. But I guess that's like a one-time deal where there's only
They've
10,000
released
of
them like a few times in different ways, but the reason why these are so expensive is because they actually have the self-lacing technology. Like they've released just like shoes that look like this, but these ones actually do. You step into them and they auto lace.
That's crazy.
And they only release like 100 pairs or something, 1,500 pairs.
Damn.
So these are the prices that are available right now. If you want to take a swing at
what is that size 12? Is that 23?
23,000. Yeah,
$3,000. Got to do it.
It was released through like charity auctions for Michael J. Fox's charity. So.
Sure.
Is it fair though to hit the panic button and say this just might be what Victor Wembanyama is?
I again at that height and that unicorn status, every time he takes any injury, it's fear mongering time. I think.
Yeah.
Let's just panic. That's what I would do anyway.
He's gonna be out for a few weeks, but then he'll come back.
Is that player they got second from Rutgers? Is he any good? Is he any
Harper?
good?
He was also hurt.
Oh, he's hurt.
Also, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, he's in a boot.
It's the NBA. Everybody's hurt.
We're also
Except LeBron.
we're in the midst of an all-time tank. I'm not watching a lot of NBA right now.
Who's
It's not
tanking?
really the entire lower half of
The
the Eastern
entire
Conference.
NBA.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, the Pacers are tanking in a way that I didn't think was possible for that franchise.
The Pacers
Because I think they entered the season not tanking because like Halliburton's good, but like they have a lot of other good players, you know. Like even when he went out in Game 7, they still like played well and we're still in the game. But then everybody's hurt. Literally, like the entire fucking Pacers roster's hurt, and I think they've realized, fuck it, let's just tank.
So they were in Game 7 of the NBA Finals in June.
Yeah.
And in November, they've already punted the season. It's already...
Not only are they punting, Brandon, I think the fan base is happy with the decision.
Oh, let's punt.
That's
they're chanting punt, punt, punt.
That's the NBA for you, man. half the franchises are not trying, and the fans are like, fuck yes. Especially with this draft. This is a very, very good draft.
Yeah.
Very good
so
draft.
you get a top 5 pick
to
add to your Game 7 NBA team from 2 years ago.
Dude, you might be in business. You get like a lottery pick at all
really
this year. This draft is so good. Yeah. So
right now the
tank is on.
So all-time NBA history, the Washington Wizards, this year's iteration, they are 1-12. They have the worst margin of victory of any team point differential. They are minus 16.7.
I was going to say margin of victory. They only have one.
Defeat. Margin.
The Indiana Pacers are third. This year's Pacers are third, minus 14.5.
And they're 1-10. 12.
And they're
1-13.
And then
and they're third.
And then
a 1-13 team is third in point differential.
And fifth is 25-26 New Orleans Pelicans, who are minus 13.6. So we're watching 3 of the 5 worst basketball teams in the history of the NBA.
That's awesome.
By point differential.
Yeah.
There was a game between the Nets and the Wizards the other day where each of them only had 1 win, and it was like, well, somebody's got to get a second one, and people were very, very locked in on that.
I do love that about the NFL. There's no tanking. The teams that are bad are still.
It seems like every year there's a team that at the halfway mark is like 1-8, and you're like, well, they're, and then they end up winning like 3 or 4 going down the stretch, and the Dolphins might fucking make the playoffs.
You kind of can't tank. The coaches are like worried about getting fired. All the players are they want to play somewhere else next year.
The person tanking is the GM.
Yeah,
the front offices can tank, but they'll sign players that they know don't fit roles.
Yeah,
or they know they don't like. They're not going to spend money on veterans if they know they're going to be bad, so they'll not go all out to construct a roster.
If you're let's say you're the best assistant coach in the NBA, would you take a job knowing that they're going to tank? I'm just going to say, let's say the Kings were awful this year.
Yeah.
Mark, we want to make you the Sacramento Kings head coach. Now, listen, before we even go into this, we just lost our best player.
Sure.
We got injury concerns with our second best player. There's a good chance if we don't get it going here in October, November, we're going to go ahead and pack it in, make sure we're in a good spot for the lottery. But we're not going to hold that against you. But here's the trick. They are going to hold that against you.
Right.
So do you take a job knowing they're about to tank?
It depends how much.
Take the Wizards job right now.
It depends how much ambition I have. Are you a guy that like seriously loves coaching and wants to accomplish, be accomplished, wants to be a Hall of Fame career, wants to win an NBA championship someday? Or are you a guy that's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take.
You just want that lead chair.
I'll take $4 million or whatever you're going to pay me.
Yeah.
What do they pay an NBA coach?
That I would say
more than that.
5 to
10 million.
5 to 10
so
million.
You're going to pay me for I'll sign a 3-year deal. You'll fire me after a year and a half,
and you'll pay me out the deal.
You pay me out the deal, and I'll walk away from all this with like 10 to 15 million, probably.
And I'll fall back into an assistant coaching role.
I'll just retire.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know someone who would actually do that? I'll do that.
Stupid question.
I'll do that.
Really dumb question.
Yeah, but if you're gonna have that stink on you as a coach,
yeah,
then it'd be hard to get a job.
I do think you get that stink on you.
Yeah.
If you lead like a team that goes 9-73, or you lead a team that goes 13-6.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that. Yeah.
Then yeah, it's gonna be hard to shake.
But if you're a guy that's just like, give me some money and then I'll get out of the game. I mean, that's like the college basketball. That's my dream, is like coach like a mid-major. All you have to do is win one tournament game. You're a 14 seed, win one game.
So your dream is to be Doug Gottlieb.
All you have to do is win one game, Brandon, and then you sign a 5-year deal at fucking Nebraska or something.
Yeah.
And then get fired, and then do whatever the fuck you want with the rest of your life, really.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is the mid-major coach's dream, isn't it?
That's it.
Get to the tournament, knock off a somebody, get hired by a somebody, be a somebody the rest of your life.
Todd Licklider, man. Todd Licklider at Iowa.
Todd Linklater or Licklider?
Licklider. Licklider, yeah.
Is that what the girls tell you, Licklider?
Stephen Shea says I could never. Licklider, hell nah.
No.
Ain't for me.
You got the wrong one.
Yeah. NBA draft lottery simulator is what we're looking at here. Let's go ahead and sim the lottery.
Look at those streaks, man. Lost 8, lost 11, and lost.
Let's go ahead and sim that.
I love the spin of it being green too.
Let's go ahead and sim that.
Oh, the Kings.
Oh, Kings. How about that?
I thought the Kings were good.
Oh,
Kings.
I think the Kings are.
Oh my God.
Well, what's happening right now?
The Kings are another unction situation.
Dude, I feel like the Jazz will do whatever it takes to get to Bonza. They will do whatever it takes. And I don't know. I haven't thought about that angle yet. Like if the lottery comes out and you get a pick above the Jazz, I feel like you could just get the entire franchise.
I don't think he'd play in Utah
for that pick. The Bonza?
I don't think he'd ever play in Utah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the lights are bright enough in the state of Utah for him.
And there's not even what they don't tell you about the lake is it's not even near the city.
It's not even near the city.
It's not even near the city.
Nothing. You think, okay, a great Salt Lake. There'd be houses on it. It'd be pretty. It is the ugliest thing you have ever seen. You just can't imagine it. You can't imagine it. And I don't want to get into that, but you can't imagine it. And it's not even near the city.
Yeah.
It's not even near the city. Okay. All right. Do you think new rule NBA? If you get the number 1 pick, you can't have another one for 5 years.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
that gets
That
a little
seems
bit
fair.
of you get one bite of the apple.
Yeah.
And from now on, your lottery is capped at like top 3.
Yeah.
Something until your 5-year window closes. Something like that.
What about just
Because I just get depressed when Charlotte Hornets have the number 1 pick or the same teams have the number 1
What
pick
about
every
just
year.
no draft?
Okay, hold on.
What about just no draft?
Yeah, 'cause
What about just
we don't?
fuck it?
The military doesn't do a draft anymore.
Yeah, fuck it. Just no draft. And you're like, but then the Lakers will be able. Yeah, no shit, dude. That's how it all works anyway. They're like the Lakers are going to sign who they want anyway.
People
eventually.
think this day and age is like slanted towards these big teams, but like the 70s and 80s, half these teams weren't trying and would just give their picks to the Lakers anyway.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers came off a title, had the number 1 pick with James Worthy.
Yeah.
They would come off the title, have the number. The Celtics had the number 2 pick in 1986 when they had the best team ever.
Yeah.
So like it's these teams would just hand picks to the Celtics and Lakers.
It's going to be funneled there anyway.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the draft.
Get rid of the draft. It would be confusing.
Would it?
Maybe
I don't know.
when they get to
Like the European soccer model.
Question.
You sign guys.
if there's no draft,
Yeah.
as soon as the Final Four is over,
Just free agents.
theoretically, could the most outstanding, the best player in college basketball just sign
Sure, I guess.
the team
I
and
don't know.
play the playoff
I
run?
don't know.
You haven't thought about
I haven't
it.
read the CBA.
Okay. Well, this is
I haven't read through the hypothetical.
a made-up CBA in
I
your
haven't read
mind,
through
though.
it. I think that's page like 74. I haven't gotten there yet. I think.
What
the
page
outline-
are you on?
I'm on 8.
Okay.
That's where the no draft part is. Yeah, no draft. You recruit the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about that?
And see,
Because
I do the same thing in college. I'm like, what if we didn't have recruiting? What if you had a draft? That'd be way better.
so college,
Yeah.
NBA gets rid of the draft. College gets a draft.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe that makes sense.
That would be crazy.
They used to do NBA used to do territorial picks. We're
Yeah.
talking about the Bonsa and the Jazz. Like they would have.
I love
rights to
territorial
him.
picks,
Yeah.
by the way. I
have
love
rights to
like a player like Hakeem Olajuwon just worked out this way, but Hakeem Olajuwon playing college at Houston and then going to Houston. I like building your team with guys from your region.
That's how Wilt went to Philly because he was like from there, right?
Is he from Philly?
I thought so.
Yeah, he ended up
Right?
at Kansas.
And he
to
went
play
to
basketball.
Kansas, but
Yeah.
then like they used a territorial pick to get.
Imagine a high school draft.
I think look that up, Connor. Is that right?
Video of his 100-point game, I think, actually finally came out.
No way.
No chance.
No way.
You just got AI'd.
Did I?
Well, I'd still like to see it. I'd like to see the AI version, to be frank.
Well, he came later. But I don't know exactly what.
When did Frank come?
About 50 years ago, right?
Wait.
Oh, yeah, guess that's right.
Yeah.
This is Wilt Chamberlain.
This is AI?
Yeah.
How can AI...
Okay. Hold on. Time out.
Oh, hold on. Look.
How can so you've seen what AI is capable of, but AI making a video grainy as fuck and black and white and blurry, that like blows your mind that they're
Kinda, yeah. Because usually they look so real. And this, like, to muddy it up and make it look all cloudy and everything like that and make it look black and white and all that type of stuff. I don't know. It's like the opposite end of the spectrum, and I just didn't think it was capable of that.
I saw a
I
grizzly.
feel like that's probably the easiest thing for AI to do.
I saw an AI grizzly bear come out of the stands and dunk on somebody.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yes, your brain can you can understand how AI can make that video.
I understand.
but not like grainy.
I understand it being able to doctor modern footage and create something. How it could go back in time 60, 70 years ago.
It just makes it black and white, Connor.
No, but
Yeah.
it's all
How-
smudged.
Oh, it
and
does.
It perfectly.
that would be
It trains on. This
This is the easiest thing to
That's
understand.
gotta
how
be
they-
the easiest
I
thing.
disagree.
There exists old basketball footage that the model is trained on, so it's probably just taking like Bob Cousy highlights or something, or fucking what's his face? I don't know. Old basketball players, any old basketball
Yeah.
player that there's actually footage of, and they're just like making an old basketball game, and that's what it's doing.
You're going to see a video of a guy on a Nokia phone playing Snake getting a perfect score. You're going to be like, how the fuck did AI fake that?
How the hell?
AI fake that? How? How is that possible?
Yeah, I get them being able to recreate something in the social media world in this social media era, but something before social media, yeah, it took me a little bit by surprise. Also, yeah, I was scrolling through my timeline way too quickly, and I did not pay enough attention to that. My apologies for bringing that up because, yeah, I assumed it was real.
It's either AI or some people are saying this is spliced together old footage of other games, not the 100-point game.
Yeah, I didn't really study.
It does feel unfair for AI to go backwards.
Yeah.
That feels like you shouldn't be allowed to do
Right.
that. AI should only be allowed to
make bears
make
dunking
shit
on people.
in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what AI can't replicate?
They're trying. It's taking over everything.
What?
Connor Griffin doing numbies up to 5 million views on TikTok.
No way. Doing the Cade Upton?
Yeah, 5.1 million views of Connor doing the Cade Upton.
It's Cat Daddy.
We need you, Dave.
We need to
Does that-
humiliate Counter more often.
Does that make y'all a little sad? That the funniest line you could ever have, the best content you could ever create,
Yeah.
what people really want to see is Connor Griffin doing the Cat Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It does.
Yeah.
It makes me really sad, Brandon.
You act like I haven't spent years trying to master that dance, and that all my hard work is just totally devalued. That's what you just tried to do right there.
And when you say years,
As if I don't spend every night in my mirror in my bathroom just practicing the Cat Daddy, and it resulted in that, and we got 5 million views, and you're just trying to totally like poo-poo it and decredit it. I'm just kidding.
just messing.
It is depressing, though, Brandon. That's why I've given up.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Why try?
What's the point of trying?
Why try?
No
Yeah.
point of trying if Connor can just shake his non-existent titties and
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
He has to actually use his hands
Yeah.
to create titties.
Yeah.
If I had titties, that would have been cool, but
You ever had titties? You ever been fat?
never. No.
You should try it.
You should try it.
Yeah.
I've had guts. I've never had tits.
Do you have it?
Do you have guts?
What
You
does
know what I
that
mean? Like you have a gut. Like you have
A belly.
Yeah, belly.
A belly. You've had a belly, not
Saying a
guts.
gut.
I've had guts,
Weird,
but not
yeah.
tits. Is an insane quote.
I'm sorry.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Icon Pass. This isn't preseason. It's go time. Get your Icon Pass now. It's your playbook for a winter stacked with joy. With Icon Pass, you're locking in access to 60-plus unique destinations worldwide. That's more mountains, more powder days, more highlights, more joy. From opening snap to spring's last lap. Starting at $349 for the adult version. This is by far the best pick you'll make all year. And you can lock it in today for as low as $0 down and 0% APR with a payment plan. Terms do apply, so mark the calendar. Rally the crew and start plotting the peaks that will pack your season. The countdown to joy has begun. Buy your Icon Pass today at ikonpass.com. That's ikonpass.com. Your season of joy starts now. Winter is almost here. Claim more joy across 60-plus Icon Pass destinations worldwide. ikonpass.com.
The 2026 Daytona 500 is the 68th running of the Great American Race on Sunday, February 15th. Watch edge of your seat action as NASCAR's best battle for the biggest win of the year. Experience the roar, the energy, and the history at Daytona International Speedway. Enjoy concerts, fan zones, tailgates, and access to the heart of the action all weekend long. Don't miss your chance to be part of the most iconic event in racing. Don't just watch history, be part of it. Grab your tickets now at the 2026 Daytona 500 and experience the speed, the sound, and the spectacle live. Seats sell out every year, so secure your spot today. Buy your tickets at NASCAR.com. Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss the 2026 Daytona 500. Lock in your seats today.
I had another basketball thing for you. We clown.
I'm glad because I had another Cars Universe thing. And
All right, we got to get to that. We have to save time for that. We clowned Cade Cunningham last week for missing 31 times. That was the number?
yeah, 14 to 45.
45.
Yeah.
In a win, by the
Yeah.
way, against the Washington Wizards, who were purposely trying to lose. They won that game in overtime. Pistons are good. Pistons are 12-2. I think 13-2 maybe. I don't know.
10 in a row.
10 in a row.
First place.
This is the year of Cade Cunningham. He's got the Pistons in first place in the East, but he also just they just announced that Cade Cunningham will be getting a signature shoe from Nike. Nike will be making a signature shoe
Okay.
for Cade Cunningham, and a logo has been released. Have you seen the logo?
I have not seen the logo.
Okay, I want your raw, unfiltered, authentic reaction.
I've
the
just
first
filtered
look.
a little bit.
Maybe filter a little bit.
Okay.
Your first look of the Cade Cunningham logo, which TJ will provide right now.
It's. I can't put my finger on it, but it's close to problematic.
I'm offended and I don't know why.
You're right. So there's 2 C's.
Yeah.
And made it look like a star.
Yep.
There's an A in there.
There's an A in there.
There might be a D and an E.
I think.
Oh, there
I think
is.
it's everything.
Oh, but goddamn.
I think it's
Yeah.
all Cade. CADE.
CADE. I see the E.
Oh,
I see the D.
yeah,
I see
okay. Wait, where's the D? Hold on.
It's
Let me find the D.
the bottom left. Right?
Bottom.
Isn't that the D?
I think any of it could be a D.
Well, what's the? That's not a D.
Oh, it's a lowercase D.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then the E
And then there's sort of an E.
on the left side.
No,
Now
it's
I
right
see.
there.
Now I
The
see.
E is in the right.
All right. Now where's Cunningham?
See the E?
Where's Cunningham?
I
So we got C and then U.
Wait, the C's in the middle.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
I see the. Wait, there's 2 C's. There's 3 C's.
there's 2 C's.
There's 3 C's.
This is an A.
There's 3. Hold on.
That's the A.
What about this C? You're not even seeing.
Well, I can't see because okay.
Oh,
That's one of the C's.
No. 1,
Yeah.
2,
Right.
3. Triple C.
It's like those things where it's like how many
Oh, I do see
squares
that
are
C
in there?
now.
you could form a lot of C's from this, I think.
C's are the easiest thing to form, though.
Yeah.
C's are very easy to form.
Just a subtle curve.
E's, now that's something you really got to work to form an E.
Yeah.
I guess
I like it.
I guess L's and I's are easy too.
Mhm.
They're just lines.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's hard to make a good logo
Mm-hmm.
for a signature.
When they were
it turns
creating
out.
letters, you think there were any left on the cutting room floor?
Um,
Like if you think about the L is a line here and then a line out there, right? And then the H is 2 lines with a line in the middle joining them. You think there was like line with a circle on it in the middle? So I don't know.
Upside down
Yeah.
T.
upside down T. Yeah.
Upside down T.
Perpendicular.
Yeah. You think there were any that just didn't quite make it?
hmm.
How did an F? How they decide lowercase f? We're going to do this curly thing at the top and then a line in the middle.
Triple U.
Triple U.
Triple U.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the V was a late ad.
Was the V late?
The view, because you see those old buildings and they say like public house or something.
Yeah.
And it's like PV.
Ah.
The U was the V. That's what the W. It looks like 2 V's.
Also, one of our
What was the
26
V? What's
one of our 26 letters is just double of another letter.
But it's not. It's a double
V.
It's a double V.
it's a double V? But that's because the V used to be the U. So when did the V come into?
So the U would be the late.
You know what I'm talking about? You ever see those? Old
I see it. I
buildings?
definitely see it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that
They-
mean the V was? We always had the shape of the V.
Right.
Well, just the U got its own shape, and V.
I don't know when that switch happened.
I was on the.
Somebody find that out for me. When did we switch?
Did they not believe
When
in-
did the U go from looking like a V to looking like a U?
Did they not believe in vowels back then?
I don't know, man.
I was on the Chicago architecture tour, and they said it was because it's easier to carve.
Makes
But
sense.
also there was an O in the word, so.
Well, yeah. There's no in word.
But they said it was easier to carve a V than a U
Oh.
into marble. No, V.
V. U. So it was always a U. There was never a time. It was that's just laziness on the carvers.
They just didn't want to learn how to do the proper technique of doing a U.
But how can
But
you?
there was literally an O in the same word.
Why wouldn't you do like? Why wouldn't you?
I feel like O is easier than sharp.
How if you're lazy, and you want to do a U instead of doing that?
Yeah.
Why not do the bottom?
Oh wow.
Why not carve it like that?
Yeah. He's got a point. TJ's
Why-
got a point.
Sure.
You see, yeah, they did this. All they had to do was
If
this.
it's all angles, just go ahead and make them like that.
Yeah.
Why? How have you thought about this a lot?
I do. Yeah, I have thought about it a lot. Especially in a city like this, you drive around. There are a lot of old buildings.
Mm-hmm.
You say why does it say public house?
Here's
Doesn't make
a
any sense.
an
Yes.
explanation from Reddit. An allograph is a variation of a letter. So like uppercase and lowercase letters are allographs of each other. Before the letter U was added to the Latin alphabet, the shape V was an allograph that stood for both the vowel U and the consonant V. It wasn't until printing standardized letter shapes in the 1600s that the letter U became regularly used.
Allograph.
Yeah.
All right. Brandon.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Sorry.
What
Who
was
started us down this letter path?
What was your? Anyway, shout out Cade Cunningham, signature shoe.
Also, shout out Kate the lesbian.
Shout out Cade.
She responded.
She did respond. She's looks like she's on her honeymoon with her wife. Yeah,
Oh.
good for her.
J and U were the late additions to the Latin alphabet.
Jay, when did we get a J?
I don't know.
J and what?
U, J and U.
You was last.
J and U.
What was the first letter?
That's why it's V's instead of U's.
Yeah, what was the first letter?
What was the first letter, TJ?
A.
That may or may not be true.
It's literally first.
Right, but
Sorted by alphabetical order. When?
Greeks got.
But
their-
J, they just
the Greeks.
So when they added J at the end, they said we're going to put this at like up in the top 10. We're going to put that. Where's
Yeah.
J? Like 11th, 9th. J K J. J's the 10th letter. So they said we're just going to make this a 10th letter, even though we already have 25 others.
Yeah, just throw it on the end. Throw it on the end.
Yeah, just throw it on the end.
Yeah, why?
So we're like way overdue for
Latin alphabet added the letter J around the 16th century as a variation of I, which initially was used for both vowel and consonant sounds.
No, that's just
Don't
nuh-uh.
make no fucking sense.
Nuh-uh.
Don't make no fucking
Also,
sense.
they were in their
So Julius Caesar, what was his name? Was he was pre-J?
He was pre-J.
Wasn't he?
Pre-J.
So what was
So
his
that
name
doesn't
then?
make sense.
That doesn't
if it
make
was Julius
sense,
Caesar,
dude.
if it was Julius Caesar and they didn't have a J yet,
What was his name?
or Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet, bro. What about Romeo and Juliet?
Gaius.
Gaius?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was another guy.
Hold up. Gaius Julius Caesar. I don't know, man. I don't even. I'm confused. I don't even know. I have questions. I don't even know what they are anymore. Go ahead, Brandon.
Okay. I would like to say something about hockey.
Okay.
This note says Ovechkin passed Gordie Howe for the most regular season goals scored at a single venue in NHL history with his 442nd goal at Capital One Arena. He's got the record. We don't need updates on every time Ovechkin scores.
We can stop now.
We can stop.
We can stop.
He's got the big record.
He's got the record.
He's got the big
Yeah.
record.
He's got the record. We
You
can
don't have to
stop.
tell me he's now got the most goals on the road west of the Mississippi at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need.
We could chill on that.
We can chill on it. He is the number one goal scorer in the history of hockey. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
We agree, everybody?
I'm with that.
Do you, Ebo? Do you agree? Feels your silence is deafening. It feels like
Yes.
you don't agree over there.
He theoretically breaks the record every night.
Yeah.
Well,
Every
not
time he
if
scores.
Not if he doesn't score.
Every goal, they stop the game. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed history.
That is true,
Ovechkin
though.
has broken the record yet again.
You
Yeah.
could at any point watch his last goal.
Yeah,
So
which would be the record.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're at a Caps
Question.
game, if you're at a Capitals game, you watch the show. Let us know that you saw Ovechkin break the record.
How does the younger generation look as far as pace goes? Is this record? Gretzky had it for what, 40 years? Pretty much 40 years, right? From the late 80s to now. How does the future look for this record? Is Ovi putting it unbeatable? Because LeBron's putting his unbeatable, right?
He's kind of putting his unbeatable.
Yeah, LeBron is making his where it can't even be touched. Is Ovi's this new generation? Your McKinnons, your McDavids, and all that. Do they have a legitimate chance if they stay good for 15 years to get it? What's
All right, so
our pace looking like?
Austin Matthews has 410 in 10 seasons.
Okay,
So
if he does 20 seasons at that pace, he would be.
he'd be at 820 in the 800s.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he's early in his 10th season.
Yeah.
So let's say he gets that up to let's say he gets up to 450 or 460, he'd be on pace for 900, which is close, right?
Yeah, Draisaitl has. How many does he have? He has.
What was the record? 894 when he
412.
said it. 894 was when he got it, or 895.
Yeah. 894 was Wayne Gretzky's record. He broke it 895.
Okay,
McKinnon's got 381.
but he's in his what year?
He is
What year? Yes.
But he's only 30. I mean, he's 30, but it's
30, so 10 more.
McKinnon's 30.
13 years in the AHL. 30.
How old's Ovi? 41.
I had McKinnon at like 27.
Same.
How old's Ovi?
40.
40.
How old's McDavid?
30.
1. 2.
Yeah.
2.
I don't know.
3.
33.
Also, Ovechkin did it in like multiple lockouts, right?
28.
5.
Connor McDavid's 28.
28?
Yeah.
McKinnon's older than McDavid?
Mhm.
I didn't.
Well, I'll be damned.
6.
So what did we decide? Nobody's gonna.
We decided it's time to do a hockey grid.
Let's do a hockey grid.
Yeah.
Let's do a hockey.
You see that Michigan State kid that happened the other day? This is like one of the craziest goals I've ever seen.
All right, let's see it.
Riker Lee.
All right.
I've never seen anybody do this.
Okay, so he sees. All right, here we go. I got it. Right in the offensive zone. Hey.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh!
I didn't even
Oh.
know that was allowed.
That was fucking sick. Let's see that again.
He fucking dribbled the ball to himself.
All right.
Pop it up. Bounce.
Oh, baby.
Crossover.
And then
And
see
then
ya.
back.
Against your rival.
Oh my
That's-
God.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's epic.
That's awesome.
So I would pick him number 1 in the draft.
Yeah.
Right. You kind of have to.
Yeah, I'd be a really bad hockey scout.
Right. Yes.
You know what I like about college hockey is seeing how the teams basically take their football helmets and kind of convert them to hockey helmets. Like the Michigan helmets look kind of cool. I think
Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
Notre Dame does it.
does Ohio State do
I think Ohio State
Buckeye
does it.
stickers?
I think they do. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Same with like the lacrosse helmets. I think that's kind of cool when they do those.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start to drill down and focus and get a hockey grid one day.
Okay.
We're not going to get it today. We're not
Let's
going
do
to
it.
get it tomorrow. We're not going to get it the day after. But in 3 months?
Connor, let's go.
All right. Blue Jackets just aren't a real team. Is that the Blue Jackets?
That's
Yes.
the Blue Jackets top left.
Oilers and Blue
We have a
Jackets.
Gretzky, right?
Blue Jackets.
We have a couple Gretzkys.
Oh, we got
Gretzky. We got Gretzky.
we got two
double. We
Gretzkys.
got double Gretzky.
We have
We got double
Yager.
Gretzky.
Goalie.
Let me think about
Oilers
let me
goalie
Think about
is-
Kings, Blue Jackets.
Flyers goalie is was
Bobrovsky.
Belfour?
What was Bobrovsky? Flyer.
Yes, he was.
Bobrovsky is middle left. Bobrovsky, Sergey Big Dick Bob. We called him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Is that right?
Yeah, Sergey Bobrovsky.
Oh, okay.
Bobrovsky,
For the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets. Yeah, dude, he was the.
I
he
couldn't
was-
see which was which. Okay, yeah.
He was in net during that the win streak the Blue Jackets had.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
What about Jonathan Quick?
Oh, Ron Hextall for
thinking
300.
Jonathan Quick.
Hextall for Flyers goalie.
Fantastic.
Hextall.
There we
Fantastic.
go. Good pull, Brandon.
Ron Hextall.
Let's do a little.
Nope.
We have to do 15 more minutes of the show, Brandon. Way to go.
Sure.
We could have.
We have to fill
Brandon,
15 more minutes of airtime.
we didn't even get to Gretzky or Yager yet.
I thought Hextall was easily right. I'm sorry.
We had.
I-
Click on the bottom left, by the way. After this, I want to see. There are only 3 guys.
Wait.
Brodeur.
Brodeur, Fleury.
Brodeur.
Hold on.
Fleury.
That ain't the right fucking
No, yeah.
At
That
all.
that was way more than 3 people.
Bobrovsky.
Hey, man, look at this. Just
Jeff
look at
Carter.
this. That's
Ron Hextall had 296 career wins.
that's crazy, right?
I was going to say Hextall, too.
Oh, Bobrovsky would have worked for that one. Jeff-
Did you just
Jeff
use Fred
Carter.
crime dog Fred McGriffiths?
No, what?
Low key.
No, I remember Hextall being a goalie when I was a kid for them and being a goalie like my whole childhood.
Yeah, fair.
So I would have thought he was either the first goalie to score or first goalie to score in a while. He was a goalie scorer.
You think of Flyers goalies, you think of Ron Hextall.
Yeah, that's who I think of
Yeah, but if you think of Flyers goalies that have won 300 games, you should not think of Ron Hextall.
because that's not.
You should.
yeah.
You should think of someone else. Speaking of games that we like to play here on the show, Ebo, would you like to call out Brent Rooker?
I kind of did, but also I would concede that he would be favored over me in a matchup.
No.
Wait.
no,
But-
no. Stop.
I
Stop.
wanna-
No,
What are you- what-
I
Don't
think
be a pussy now.
what are you doing? Call him out.
Yeah, okay. Brent Rooker, if you got to come on Mostly Sports and face off and batter up if you claim you're the best batter up player in the world.
Oh.
Brent Rooker says, I don't think anyone in the world could beat me at this game, and I mean that sincerely. Sincerely, he says.
Yeah, I mean if it's genuine, and that's
Go. You want to rip
and
one? You
you
want to
wanna-
rip one off real quick?
I did.
Come on,
them-
Mostly
I-
Sports,
I
let's
did-
find out, he
I
said.
did them this morning, but you guys want to try this morning's?
No.
You did it this morning already?
I did this morning's batter ups. I
But
got-
we gotta
the first one was
we gotta give you a random. We gotta give you one, so you could do it right now and show Brent Rooker.
This is Jackson Holiday.
All right. Yeah, that does look like Jackson. I agree. Jackson Holiday. Go ahead, type in Jackson Holiday. Yeah, that was easy.
All right, do the batter up classic now.
Now do classic.
And you guys play this one.
But you do. I want you to. Brent Rooker's watching right now. You called him out.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first opportunity to publicly show him your skills. So go.
Well, this is Matt Holiday.
What?
But you already knew this?
Yeah, I already played this morning.
Well, how did then play?
I got this in
play an old one. Is
give
what
me a
I'm
random.
saying.
Give me a random old guy.
Give
Give me a random
one.
old guy.
I don't know how you get that.
I got it in 2.
Matt Holiday doesn't have a unique batting stance.
Oh, I know this.
Oh, that's easy.
100 pence.
Oh, I guess that one is.
I don't know how we would compete in this though.
You would just go 1 for 1, and we would have a 10-round fight.
Dude, give me a random one.
A 10-round fight.
Ooh.
Is that Ryan Howard? Ryan Howard?
I was going to say Delgado.
Oh, is that?
The swing is too effortless.
It's a smooth swing.
It's first baseman, right?
That's a
It's
smooth
not Thome,
swing.
is it? No, it's not Thome.
Is
Big
that?
Bobby?
Is it Delgado?
No.
He puts no effort into it at all.
Poppy moves his hands a lot.
Yeah.
Is that? Could that be?
Is that Thome?
He's a left-handed hitter. I can tell that.
Yeah.
So that helps.
He's
I'm gonna go Ryan Howard.
It's not Otani.
no guess, Ebo?
Not really.
All right, so Brent Rooker.
Yeah, he won.
Sounds like Brent Rooker's the winner.
Well, that was.
I don't like Brent Rooker not answering me either.
2004 NL Central or NL first baseman.
2000.
Played,
What? How you know? it's
played more recently. Played in the NL. Is that?
Adrian Gonzalez?
Yeah.
What? You think that is?
Yo, Adrian.
Wow! Wow!
You suck at this.
I have a take. Brandon.
All right, Brandon, take him on.
Brandon's better than Ebo. Ebo, you think you're better? You're the best in
That
the
is
room. You're not even the
Adrian
best in the room.
I might not be. Might not be.
All right. Well, that was a short-lived.
Yeah.
We should have him come
That was
on.
a short-lived beef.
And Brandon has to pick sides.
But yesterday you were texting the group saying,
Oh, current.
is that Arika Ogunbowale?
Nope.
The basketball ones are impossible.
That is.
Have you played the quarterback one yet? The quarterback one is also very.
How would you get a quarterback one?
Try?
I would like to try the quarterback.
Huddle up.
No chance. Who on earth can get that?
That's Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. I like that.
That's not Russell Wilson.
No.
It's too decisive. He didn't run around.
We got a.
Okay, so not in the NFC.
What does it say?
He's not. He's in the NFC.
He's an active.
He's
active.
active. He's not retired.
Do you want to show me?
You got a towel on the back.
Wait, is that Dak? Is that Dak?
It is Dak. Oh my God, that's Dak. That's
Is that Dak?
Prescott.
Jack.
No.
No, is this
It's
JJ
not in the
McCarthy?
NFC.
That
Oh,
nine?
it's not.
Is this 9?
Oh God.
NFC
Then
North.
The
North.
fifth is almost Michigan.
Caleb.
He went to
hold
a
on.
Big Ten school.
Oh, that might be
Caleb.
Caleb.
That is Caleb.
Yeah, this
Caleb won.
This is
All right.
The quarterback.
I think that's manageable. I think that you,
try another random quarterback.
God damn it.
I think this is way easier than basketball.
Oh, left-handed.
Oh, that's Tua.
That is Tua.
Easy. I'm good at this. I'm really good at
Brent
this.
Rooker.
I'm really good at this.
Take us
Take out
over.
challenge Brent Rooker to the.
Brent Rooker, bring it on. Go back to the basketball one, and then we can move on. But this is gonna bother me. That's hard.
Is that a current player?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Swaggy P.
Can't.
I don't like that step forward after the shot. That's
Is it Tua?
try Fred Van Vliet.
Ink.
Okay. So it's an American basketball player.
And he has a single number.
And he has a single number.
And
And he plays in the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And not a guard.
and he's around 30.
And he's around 30 years old. This one's hard.
What
This
were
one's
all
hard.
the clues you just got? So a 30 or 32-year-old American.
Single-digit number.
30. 30 is
Brandon don't know numbers.
I don't know. I don't be knowing anything.
30 is what draft? What draft is 30?
So
14,
2014.
2013, 2014.
13, 20.
well, that could be
That one boy McHale.
like 2016.
That's true.
We played 3 or 4 years in college, right?
Yeah, try McHale.
My boy McHale Bridges.
Try McHale Bridges. That does look like McHale Bridges, actually. That could be a good answer.
Fuck.
Ooh.
That's my boy
Uh,
McHale.
So what?
What,
So he's in the Atlantic Division.
Atlantic Division.
American
29-year-old.
A guard.
Wait. Shooting guard.
Derek White?
Small forwardish.
Oh, that kind of looks like Derek White.
Bald.
Derek White. Yeah, it is ball.
Celtics.
Oh, Celtics. Who plays for the Celtics now?
Number 8 on the Celtics. Number 7 on the fucking Porzingis.
No, he's
Jaylen
on-
Brown?
He's on the Hawks.
Is it Jaylen
Is
Brown?
it Jaylen Brown?
Just Jaylen
Could be
Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Just Jaylen Brown. It was Jaylen Brown the whole time.
Right in front
There
of
we
our
go.
face. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
All
right.
Is Wyatt becoming a star on the Anus 100,000 things stream?
Yeah, he fucking went. He was in the flow state last night. He was on there for 2 hours straight, nonstop talking. It was very autistic of him.
Jesus.
And what was he taught? What was he listing?
Everything. He was like bouncing around, like basically.
I saw him doing movies.
He was doing like he would say a movie and then say its director and then say all the actors and then say he would like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon from that cast.
Hey, I'd order 7 bacons
Seven
right
bacon.
Be like, and this actor is married to this actress who was in this movie, directed by
Yeah.
this guy who also
Wow.
directed this movie.
now. You go from
starring-
movie to actor, from
Wow.
actor to movie.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do Yankees the whole time, but he went into movies and was there for like a good hour and a half.
I probably named 600 wrestlers today.
You did? You went up there?
I did 5 a.m. I did a 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. shift. I did 800 things in an hour, and I probably did 600 wrestlers.
So what happens if you type something that they've already?
So I think
typed?
they clean it every hour where they do a duplicate search.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I definitely had a
I don't know.
couple. I got on The Office one time, and I was like, somebody had to already do The Office. But
Yeah.
I did it anyway.
Jerry's in there right now. Looks like he's naming Indian guys.
I was banned. The Clicky banned me from the stream.
Have you been in the chat?
I was banned. I got in the chat.
Oh.
I said, I can't believe these guys still haven't said. I think my comment was, they've been doing this for hours and still haven't said penguin, LMAO. And then Clicky just goes, ban him right now.
From the chat?
Yeah, from
You
the
got
chat.
not
I was
only-
banned from the entire fucking thing. I'm banned from the room. I'm banned from the chat. I'm banned.
That's not. You can't
Yeah.
clip a bird's wings like that. You
No.
have to be allowed in chats.
Yeah.
You're a chat guy.
Yeah. I was banned.
Oh, I never asked. The other night, Brownsburg, how'd they do?
Yeah.
How'd they do?
We're still in the preseason, dude. We blew out Decatur Central. We're in the Final Four now. It's still the preseason.
Who you got next?
Warren Central, Jeff George and Jason Whitlock's alma mater.
When you started saying Jeff George and Jason Whitlock, I thought you were going to say they were coaching them.
No, well they might be. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Jeff George was on staff. We play Warren. Yeah, they were. Warren Central was the best school when I was in school. That was the team you didn't want to play.
Mississippi has a Warren Central as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Vikings.
They were consistently pumping out Division I guys, and we did not want to play them. But I guess we're better now. So
West Point
yeah, Final Four.
won in game 1 of the playoffs. Now
Vicksburg.
we beat Vicksburg
big-
42-19. Now we're playing Pontotoc, who we've already beaten 50-13 in the regular season.
That'd be easy.
So Pontotoc shouldn't be.
You going back to back?
to back?
No shit.
We're already got
Yeah, you've already gone back to back.
right. We're going for the 7th title in 10 years.
You ever play the same team in the state championship? Because it's
No, we're divided north-south. Can't do it.
what?
Are you saying play in the regular season, then play them in the championship game?
Play back to back like.
Oh yeah.
Brownsburg, it's setting up on the other side of the bracket. The team Westfield, the team that they played in the state championship last year, is one of the other. Is more than like they're ranked second.
Yeah.
More than likely, it's going to be Brownsburg Westfield again.
Yeah.
To go back to back. Is there a second team that you keep?
The South doesn't.
Is there a team that keeps coming up short?
The South keeps cycling around. We do play the same teams a lot, but I don't think we ever play them back to back. Like we played Laurel. I think we could play Laurel this year. We played Brookhaven in the state championship game before. We could play Brookhaven again this year. We played Wayne County twice earlier in our run, but it wasn't back to back. It was like 2005 and 9. So we've never played anybody back to back in the state championship.
Okay,
game.
That's what it said. Dogs.
Although we might have played Picayune back to back, and we won one. They won one. I don't know if that was back to back. We played West Jones, beat them, lost to them. So, anyway, we're going on. This will be our if we reach a state championship game, it'll be our 10th straight state championship game.
Wow,
it's pretty.
It's impressive.
It's a decade.
It's impressive.
That means the seniors this year were second graders when this streak started.
Yeah, kind of speaks to how bad Mississippi football is.
Speaks to how good the pipeline
that
is.
You can just let one team.
The program is the pipeline.
Yeah, kind of doing yourself a disservice.
I was trying to think, if West Point did play Brownsburg, would our backups let you score in the fourth quarter? And I think probably I think
they would, yeah.
I think we're at 49.
They would have to. They'd have no
3.
choice. You'd have your backups in. We'd also have our backups in.
We're up 49 nothing through 3. I think we end up winning like 49-12 as our guys are getting sized for rings.
You think you could score 49 points on Brownsburg?
If we take our foot off the gas,
you think you can get?
I think if we take our foot.
Can you get home to Oscar Fry? Can you put pressure on Oscar Fry? Because if you give Oscar Fry time in the pocket, he will pick you apart.
There's no such thing as a pocket. There would be no pocket.
Yeah.
Oscar Fry wouldn't even know.
Oscar Fry will pick your ass apart.
Oscar, no.
Surgical in the pocket. That boy.
No.
That boy's surgical in the pocket. Can someone explain modern medicine to me? Cam Scataboo looked like he was never going to walk again.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is fighting with professional wrestlers, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
How did he pull this off? How did Cam Scataboo find the strength, find the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just waiting for TJ to show the clip.
Ability?
The ability.
Mm-hmm. The health?
The health.
His by the way,
they kiss? Oh my God, they almost kissed.
Oh, that's Cam Scataboo.
That's Cam Scataboo.
I was like, that's not Cam Scataboo at all.
So if you're a Giants fan, do you want to see this?
Yeah. Well, he's just standing right.
He's just standing there. Like, what's he gonna do? But also,
it gets physical.
It gets a little.
See how physical it gets. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But you got to plan on your foot to push that hard.
Okay, all right. Now you're bracing yourself. Everybody's fighting. This guy, an offensive lineman? In the Yankees jersey.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would, if that is in fact Cam Scataboo, and that is in fact an offensive lineman, wouldn't mind having a lineman in the front row.
Have the lineman.
If we're getting ready to fight,
yeah,
I'm probably throwing the lineman up there.
Yeah,
that's just me though.
Yeah.
Last night Raw was a banger and a half.
Super banger, yeah.
Super banger, huh?
Yeah.
5 bangers out of 5.
5 bangers. Well, that doesn't describe this room. Connor,
were you rubbing your hand?
Why are you rubbing your hand? Why are you rubbing your hand?
Why are you doing the Birdman over there?
Keep doubting me, you know.
Why do you,
Connor?
Why do you just assume I was down to you?
What was that, dude?
You know,
that was weird.
Some of us might be banging. I don't know.
Also, Brent Rooker already responded.
Did he?
What did he say?
I think he's watching the show because he said, "Got to be Adrian Gonzalez, right?"
Oh, if he knew Adrian Gonzalez off the rip, you're in trouble.
No, but he has. Yeah, no.
What?
Because he could easily watch the clip.
Brent Rooker wouldn't do that.
All right.
Brent Rooker is a stand-up guy. Brent Rooker.
Are you picking sides right now?
Brent Rooker won the Triple Crown at Mississippi State University.
So yes.
Yeah. Oh, if you think I'm gonna.
No TikTok.
Time out.
No TikTok.
Do you think I'm gonna take your side over Brent Rooker?
No TikToks this week.
He won the Triple Crown.
Katie, you hear that? No TikTok.
He had one of the best seasons in college baseball history at Mississippi State.
But Ebo is your friend.
He won the SEC.
Katie, go.
Brent Rooker's my friend.
Katie, go ahead and tweet out no TikTok.
Brent Rooker answered my DM 6 months ago.
Yeah, but Ebo is in the room with you.
Yeah, Ebo.
every day.
Justin Fields walks into this room right now.
Brent Rooker's never seen wine for dinner.
Challenges Evo to some sort of contest. Who are you rooting for? Tracy McSorley walks into the room right now. Challenges Evo to a contest.
I'd root for Evo.
I'll leave the room so you answer.
I'd root for Evo.
Where are you going?
I'll leave so there's no conflict of interest. You can answer honestly.
I'd root for Ebo.
Yeah.
Ebo, Ben DiNucci walks in the room right now, challenges me to an arm wrestling contest. Who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for you.
I think we're all rooting for the people in this room except for you. You're the one who's saying, "Oh no, fuck all you guys."
Yeah.
I'll root for the guy who like barely knows I exist, and
Yeah, but could theoretically
we could
help
be friends,
me, yeah,
and maybe we
give
could
a little
host
clout.
more cowbell together
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing.
yeah.
We stand up for the people in this room, bro.
TJ.
Yeah, bro.
Dylan Harper walks in,
My dog.
challenges Ebo to a contest. Who you rooting for?
What's the contest?
Yeah, that does matter as well.
Naming the
contest?
basketball shooter of a game here. That game right there.
But Brandon, Ebo doesn't have much else. Brent Rooker
Yeah,
has
I'd probably
a
take
lot.
my boy.
Brent
know what I
Rooker
mean?
does.
Brent
have a
Rooker
lot.
has
Brent
millions
Rooker
of
has
dollars.
everything.
Yeah.
Ebo has nothing. Ebo has nothing.
Ebo.
else. This is
I
all
root
that
for
matters
you.
to him.
That's
Yeah,
my
thank
fucking
you.
brother.
I'm gonna tell.
He would die for me.
I'm gonna tell
fucking
Rooker. You know what? I'm gonna
brother.
tell Rooker. Hey, fuck you, dude. Ebo's gonna smoke you.
Yeah.
Get him in studio.
Cody put this on the sheet. Is this supposed to be funny, or is this just like Joe Theismann tweeted 40 years ago today was the night my football career ended. It only seems like yesterday that I had the chance to play in front of our great fans. Thanks to all of you for the memories.
That's just not a tweet that needed to be on the sheet.
I don't understand why it's on the sheet. Is it funny? Is it?
I sent it
is
in the
it?
group.
Is it? What makes it of note?
It was just, I don't know. It's kind of like, just like, whoa, on this day. Why'd they play football on a Tuesday, you know?
It's a good point.
What
I'm
was
now
going,
back on Brent Rooker's side.
what was going through your head when you saw that tweet?
I was just like, damn, that's crazy. It's like 40 years ago, Joe Theismann.
But you weren't alive. But like traditionally, when you do stuff like that, it's like I remember where I like. Damn it, like, Brandon. Can you believe it's been 40 years?
I'll never
Like, I
forget.
remember.
Dude, I remember it.
Yeah,
That's.
but you don't
Connor
remember
probably saw it
it.
for the first. I mean, he knows Joe Theismann is the guy from The Blind Side.
Correct.
Oh God! Don't mention that movie again.
Joe Theismann is just a character in The Blind Side.
That's not a movie that we talk about.
Does Joe Theismann's injury still hold up
Yes.
as a horrific injury, or have we seen so many other horrific injuries that it's just throw it on the pile with the rest of them at this point?
I think it holds up more because now you'll see a horrific injury, and in 6 months, a year, that guy's playing again. Joe Theismann never played.
Never played again. That was it, yeah.
And Lawrence Taylor, the guy who sacked him, was horrified and was like
Yeah.
screaming at the sidelines, "Please, somebody come help this man!"
Yeah,
And that
that adds to it.
that
yeah.
adds to it a lot.
Yeah.
And having on Monday Night Football. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, at the time, like no one had ever seen any shit like that. But I do feel like once you've seen Kevin Ware's bone popping out of his leg, you start to get
the sound of
desensitized a little bit.
Monday Night Football used to be like the monoculture type thing, right? Where like everyone,
Yeah.
like that's how everyone found out John Lennon died. Correct?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how John Cena told everybody that Bin Laden died too.
Yeah. Compromised to a permanent end.
Speaking of horrific injuries, Stephen Shay, we can make this the last thing. Stephen Shay texted me on Saturday night. I checked our texts with each other. We had not corresponded for over 2 months. So Shay and I will text one another, but it's always in a group setting. It's always in the Yak chat or like some other group, right? This was just a one-on-one text. For the first time in 2 months, he sent me a text Saturday night, and he just goes, actually, I'll read it because facts matter, and I want to get it right. I want to get this right. This might legit be the worst non-bone sticking out injury I've ever seen. Horrific. And that's what I get just out of nowhere. Just I'm sitting down at the dinner table with my family. And it just says this might legit be the worst non-bone sticking out injury I've ever seen. Horrific. And he hasn't texted me. And the September 19th was the last time we had texted one another.
I love
And then,
that.
and then it was if you want to find the injury, I mean,
I love that about
Stephen.
Stephen Shay. I
Maryland?
also
It was
love.
Maryland, yeah.
Listen,
Maryland.
I'm not watching a horrific injury, by the way.
Okay, then don't watch.
Okay, good.
Well, yeah, you have to watch though, because this.
I don't
Shay,
want to
yeah,
watch.
yeah.
I always when the announcers say turn your heads,
you
I
turn
always
your
turn my head.
But don't turn your head on this one. It's not that bad.
Okay. This was
Yeah,
the
this one's not that bad.
Oh,
okay. That's yeah. I can see where that would look shocking at the beginning. Is he hurt?
He like hit his forehead on the ground,
Yeah.
pulled his groin, rolled his ankle. Anyway, I thought that was funny
Yeah.
to just get.
It is a funny.
to get a text out of nowhere after 2 months. Just like,
Yeah.
check out this fucking horrific injury.
But
he's right.
non bone showing injury is a funny phrase.
Yeah, non-bone. removing the bones.
Right.
This is one of the worst injuries I've ever seen. All right, that's the show. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
9,500.
All right.
Not bad.
Go through it real quick. Okay. Somebody said something the other day, but somebody had two of their teams in overtime.
I had the Dolphins and Commanders.
I do think that's an end the season immediately. You win the league.
If two of your teams tie.
If your two teams tie. Connor, look, that's pretty.
Oh boy, Mark.
Again.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn impressive.
Drop.
Mirrored records too. Way to go, Cody.
You're the man, Cody.
That's how ball's done.
Well done.
You ready for this one?
God.
What
okay.
you need ibuprofen for when you have a perk?
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family.